I just got in my Go Chair airbrush kit, and I can tell you from my experience that working with an airbrush that has a pump is usually much more effective than working with a rechargeable one, just because of the strength. So I'm really hoping that this one is too. So let's open this up. We'll see everything that's included. We'll set it up, I'll show you how to use it, and then we'll airbrush some clouds. Now here we have everything that we need, including to be able to clean everything up. I really like a little fine tool like this for cleaning. It just helps to get all of the little things that alcohol doesn't get off when we do wash this off together. We also have some additional cleaning tools. I like that they put them on keychains like this, just so that we can keep everything together. We also have a dropper. This will be great to be able to mix colors. We have our metal paint cup on here. All of the cups come with a lid, so I definitely like that. Here, the smaller size, we have an additional one at 20 cc's, and the larger one is 40 cc's. We do have a protective cover right here. Of course, everything on this we can remove, and then especially being able to clean this, it makes it very convenient to be able to do. We have a 0.2 millimeter needle, and then we also have a 0.5. We have a wrench to be able to disassemble things for cleaning, and then we also have 2 additional nozzle caps. We have a 0.5 and then the 0.2. Not all airbrushes come with this. This one does. This is an oil and water separator. Our pump that's included here offers us a total of 40 psi air pressure altogether. Now, why do we want a dual action brush? When we push down on the lever here, it's almost like a button. Once we do that, only air is going to come out of the brush, and it's not until we start pulling back that the actual paint will start to distribute. Here on the back, we have the air fluid control. We can open it up or close it more, depending on what we're working on. I will be using acrylic paint, and we are going to dilute it with water. So I thought that I would put on a little bit of a larger paint chamber here, just so I don't have to keep refilling things for the sake of this video. For acrylic paints, I do a 1-to-1 ratio when I am mixing with water. Sometimes if things are too thick or too thin, then instead of getting that smooth consistency that we're looking for, we might get some of those splotches, which we definitely don't want. Next, we will connect the airbrush. So we just take one of these ends, we put it right here. We do want to make sure that when we're tightening the nuts here, that we make sure that everything is as tight as it can be. Any type of leakage here is not going to give us the performance that we want. We do exactly the same thing on the pump. The company did give us this holder. We put the holder right in here, so it makes it convenient to be able to have somewhere to rest the paintbrush. Once we've plugged the outlet into the wall, we can go ahead and plug the power supply cord right here into the pump. You'll notice that once everything is plugged in, we do have a sort of touch screen here. So this is our power button. Right here is where we adjust the airflow. So we'll turn this on. If it's green like this, then this means that the airflow is at a high. We can press it again to turn it over to medium, which is blue, and then one more time is going to be yellow, and this is going to be low. Just reviewing this one more time, we can press down the button and then pull back in order for us to be able to get some of the paint out, and then we can adjust our airflow, how much of the paint comes out, by just twisting this here. I do have it on the green setting, so I'll show you what that one looks like first. And of course, depending on your airflow, how close or how far you are, that's going to dictate how much of the paint comes out. Very smooth. Yeah, I just feel like the consistency, how much paint you get when you're using a paint airbrush like this with a pump versus one that you have to charge, it just seems to be so much more effective for me. Yeah, this one is definitely a good one. And of course, you can use this for other things too. If you're not somebody who likes to paint, maybe you're into baking cakes or even body art, nail art. It's really endless. Everything with this is universal, so you can get different supplies, different attachments. So there we go. That was the green setting. We'll move it down to the blue one. As you can see, everything is quite a bit more fine, not quite as much pressure. Great for that fine detail work. And then we'll move to the yellow. This one is even more fine. You'll probably be like me in finding that you're on the green setting the most, just because the most product will come out when you are on this high setting here. But the reason I'm demonstrating this to you is to just show how quickly and effective this is able to produce all of the paint for us. Yeah, I think this one is working really, really well. Not having any kind of issues. There's no kind of leaking. It's doing everything it is supposed to do for us. I think that it doesn't really matter if you're a beginner to using an airbrush or if you've been using one for a long time. This is a very, very high quality one. So I think it's the type of one that would be the one that everybody would want to own. I definitely wish that this was the first one that I got. I think this works really well. I'm glad the company sent me this one to try, and hopefully this helps.